We are live. We are live. We are live, family. Usually, when I open up with peace. You know, I greet you with a word of peace. I may say Hotep. I may say Alafia. I may say Shalom. But today, I woke up not feeling so peaceful. In fact, every day for the last couple of days, I've been waking up and I haven't been so peaceful. The day before yesterday, or was it yesterday? I got word that a young woman by the name of Nia Wilson was murdered. I mean, let's call it what it is. She was murdered at the hands of a European American male who is 27 years of age, has a criminal background, has a history, should I say, with the judicial system. And I'm now hearing that he was tied to a white supremacist group. Now, news outlets are saying that he's not affiliated with any hate groups, but word is spreading very quickly that he may be affiliated with a particular hate group. What's the name of the hate group, Sister Naya? I want to make sure that I'm giving authentic information. What's the name of the hate group that he may be affiliated with, sis?
I'm hearing I'm sorry, I'm getting a little background. So I'm hearing that it's Party Boys or Proud Boys in Oakland, California.
So he may be affiliated with you say Proud Boys, or you say Proud. Yeah, I think it is Proud Boys. That's what they've been saying. So this dude might be, you know, a white supremacist. So family, we're not going to hold you long. We'll probably be on for about 15 minutes. I definitely want to talk about this. I was going to play. Look, sister, I was in the mood to play "Fight the Power" by Public Enemy, but I won't play it because we don't have that much time. But let's go here and play this clip of our brother Phil from the Advice Show. He reported on it. I don't watch NBC, ABC, WBAL. I always tune into news outlets like Your Black World with Dr. Boyce Watkins and the Advice Show by Phil, because I like to get the news from the Black perspective, because the media, white media, and after I play this clip, I will explain to you guys what white media is trying to do. They tried yesterday to assassinate the character of our sister Nia Wilson, and I'll get into that after we watch the clip. So here we go, family.
We have a story out of Oakland, California. Now, you had a sister by the name of Nia Wilson, 18 years old, got on the BART train with her sister after coming back from a family event. Now, the story, what happened to our young sister, 18-year-old Nia Wilson, is that she was confronted by a rabid devil white supremacist, and this white supremacist sliced her throat, just ambushed her sister. I want you to hear the account of the sister who was actually stabbed, and then the video is going to play afterwards of her father and what he's experiencing, hearing his daughter being savagely murdered by a white supremacist. But let's roll that first clip.
My sister was the most sweetest person on this earth. You know? She didn't do nothing to nobody. I didn't do nothing to nobody. And for this to happen is just outright crazy. We just coming from a family function, you know, and on our way home like we usually don't talk to nobody, just listening to our music, and all of a sudden we transfer, and just to get blindsided by men. For what? I don't know why. We was letting the BART passenger and her child come out from the train so we can enter. And by the time my little sister, she was on train. So we let the woman back up with her stroller. You know, she backed up as we walking on, then he started attacking. And I looked back and he was wiping off his knife and stood up the stairs and just looked. And then I start from there on, I was caring for my sister. I was in shock because I was hurting on the side. So I didn't know I was cut, but because I was paying more attention to my little sister. But he just stood there like it was nothing. And he just ran. He fled the scene. She just yelled my name. Tifa, Tifa, Tifa. And I said, I got you, baby, I got you. Just calm down because she has real bad anxiety.
What did you say to her in those final moments as you were with her?
I love her. And we're going to get through this. I got you. You're my baby sister. Remember her for her. Not what you hear. You know, that was my little sister. Loving, caring, helping any and everybody. You know, but I just wish that it'd be more helpful if we get more security or make the BART more safer because we don't ride BART like that. She hate BART. She will not sit on BART. She will just stand there. She will not catch BART only if we really have to go somewhere. And that's myself too. You know, as young Black women, we shouldn't have to look behind our back 24/7. You know, we should be living freely like everybody else. While everybody else gets to live freely, and we got to look behind our back every 24/7 because of fear of like this. You know, he didn't know us, we didn't know him. There was no altercation, but he just felt upon himself to take his anger or whatever the case may be on innocent women. I want justice for my sister.
They called me quite hysterically. I couldn't understand what she was talking about. She told me to get here to MacArthur BART. I get here, I see all the police and ambulance, and I run up the platform and I see my youngest daughter laying up under a tarp dead, you know? I want justice for my daughter. I want justice for my daughter. Please help me get justice for my daughter. Man, I work at Highland Hospital. I see this every single day. I never imagined myself going through nothing like this. That's my baby girl laying up there. You know, I want justice for my daughter. You know, what did the police tell you about anything? I haven't heard anything from anybody except a few witnesses said it was some white guy in a red striped shirt who just stabbed my daughter randomly and ran off.
I'm sorry to hear it. Sorry to hear that.
This is a parent's worst nightmare. I see this, I watch this on TV. I never imagined this happening to me. Oh my God.
Now, the white supremacist, his name is John Lee Cowell. He's 27 years old. He is a career Neander thug. He was already out on parole as it is now. And that's the picture we put up of this white supremacist terrorist. Now, the media was very, very slow to put up this animal's picture. Let's put up another picture. You can see him with the knife. The media didn't want to show that. See, the media always protects the white supremacists.
See, family, and this is why when I get my news, I get the news from a Black perspective. And I'm not talking about the clown Black media. I'm talking about real Black media.
They don't want to speak up for the victim. You know what the media, KTVU TV done in their report? Let's put that picture up. They posted a picture of the victim, not even dead 24 hours, and they're trying to demonize this young girl by posting that picture in their news reports. This is what they're doing already to this young sister. And so what if she had a gun? I wish she had a gun that night. That devil came up to her and killed her.
And come to find out, family, and I'm pretty sure Phil is probably going to do an update to this story. We found out that it wasn't a gun. It was a cell phone. Let me show you the picture, family, because I did my due diligence. Come to find out, family, it was a cell phone that had like the shape of a gun. So the media posted this particular picture. And when we say the media, it was a channel, it was a TV station, KTVU. When they showed her photograph, they showed her like this. And so you would think that it was a gun, but they found out that this was a cell phone. And I'm pretty sure that our brother Phil probably created this video prior to finding this out. I think I deleted it, sis. Oh, it's right here.
Because she could have stood her ground and protected herself. Black people have Second Amendment rights in this country.
All right, so we're not going to continue to watch Brother Phil, but I thank him for his commentary. I thank him for his commentary. All right, so here we go, family. Here's another article, another news outlet, the Washington Post. I get a lot of my information from the Washington Post as well. They have an article up about it. And I believe, Sister Naya, correct me if I'm wrong, that the Washington Post is also a Black owned and operated media outlet. Is that correct, sis?
No, the Washington Post is it's been traditionally a conservative news outlet, but they do a great job at reporting information. They're not biased. So
Okay. Yeah, because I was under the impression, because of the way they report news, that this may be a news outlet that is owned and operated by us. But thank you for that. But I go to Washington Post, and they have articles on it. We found out that the guy, the suspect, has been apprehended by the police. He has been caught. Since he's been caught, I've heard that protests have ensued in Oakland. So here's a clip of brother. Shout out to Brother Channy Tuner, who was live about 10 hours ago in Oakland, and he was there and at the protest or at the rally, and here it is. Let me show you a clip.
When black bodies are under attack, what do we do? When black bodies are under attack, what do we do? Take back our streets. 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 Take back our streets.
Justice for Neil Wilson.
All right. Okay, so I'm not gonna play the entire clip. The clip is about 15 minutes long. You can go to Channy Turner's page if you want to watch it. His page is open, or the post is public, so you can take your time out to watch that. But I just was kind of concerned with what we were building on earlier. Sister Naya, we were talking about, let me go here. Stop sharing my screen. We were just talking about how, Black people, we are literally at war. We are at war. And a lot of us don't realize it, Sister Nadia. We send our children to school. We allow them to go to parties, hang out, go to restaurants, movies, and different places. And don't understand that they are in danger. Whenever they leave your home, your child is in danger. Whenever my children leave me, I'm worried to death about them. And so I've had talks with them about what to do, what to look for. Right now, all of them are in self-defense classes. All of them carry something with them, to help ward off an attacker. We really have to start training and preparing our children and making them understand that we are at a war. So, my heart goes out. I mean, Sister Naya, I was in tears while we were watching the clip of the sister explaining, what happened to her and her sister. And then just hearing the father, and how he feels, my heart, as a parent, it goes out to them. And I actually shed a few tears yesterday. I cried, right while we were playing the clip. And, but when I heard the father say, I didn't imagine this to happen to me. I couldn't imagine this. He said, I work at a hospital. And he said, I could not imagine this happening to me. That means that he, along with other Black folks who would say the same thing, do not realize that we are at war. So anything can happen to us, Sister Naya, at any time. At any time. So to say that I can't imagine this happening to my grandmother, I can't imagine this happening to my son, or I can't imagine that this happened to my daughter or my mother or my father, that means that you don't understand that we are at war. You can't. Because when you are at war, anything could happen. Anything is liable to happen.
Yes.
Sister Naya, do you want to speak on that?
Yes, sister. You on point with that. I think that, the whole situation, I was very emotional too last night, Dr. Ma'at, because the whole situation is really a snapshot into the Black man and the Black woman struggle in the United States. We are at war. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear, my sister.
We are at war. And when I was listening to the sister speak about, why do I have to walk around and watch my back when everybody else don't have to do that? So she recognized that there was a difference between her and everybody else. And one of the things that our ancestors did well, and the elders, is that they were always aware that racism was present and that they were in danger. And we don't want to have to live like that. But the reality of it is necessary for us to teach our children to be prepared at all times.
That's right.
Oakland, I'm from California. California has over 75 hate groups, okay? Oakland has over 20 hate groups. You have people who are targeting Black people because they're Black. They wasn't targeted because they were a woman. They were targeted because they were Black.
That's right.
And so we have to stay prepared and prepare our children, because that is the role for Black women, is that we have to prepare. We have to know that it's a war out there and that people are really out to kill our children.
Absolutely.
And so I just challenge everyone. Me and Dr. Mott, we're having this women's group, Africana Womanism. And the purpose of the group really is to get sisters aware of racism and classism, because racism breeds violence. It breeds violence. These people have hatred in their heart for Black people. And that's how they was raised. That's how they were cultivated. That's how they evolved. And so we have to be aware of that. We have to prepare ourselves, because we want to protect our children. And we have that responsibility to ensure that our children are safe and secure.
Absolutely. And look, my sister, I'm holding up the flyer. I just had the flyers on the screen right now. We meet every Sunday from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the first book that we're going to study is Africana Womanism. And Sister Naya, you made a great point when you and I were on the telephone this morning about feminism, right? So you have a lot of sisters who are drawn to feminism. They're declaring to be feminists. And if they don't say they're feminists, then they say they're Black feminists. And if they say they're Black feminists, then they call themselves African feminists. And we watched a lecture this past Sunday. Please check it out, family. We watched a lecture this past Sunday by Dr. Clenora Hudson Weems about African womanism. And during that lecture, Dr. Hudson Weems stated that the priorities of feminism are different than the priorities of Africana womanism. With feminism, she said the top priority is gender inequality. But with Black women, right, you want to be a feminist, but our top priority is not gender inequality. We have issues with race. We have issues with class. We have issues with, I want to insert culture. Sister Anaya, she lists class. I think she said race, class, and gender. I would say race, class, culture, and gender. That's what I would insert. But at any rate, you know, Naya, you don't see the feminists coming out for Sister Nia Wilson. Where are the feminists? Where are the white feminists? Where are the Black feminists for this sister? They're nowhere to be found. And you're not gonna see the white feminists come out for Nia Wilson, you know?
Right.
So I just wanted to add that. You and I were talking about that on the phone, and you said
Yeah.
just to drive home the point, you know, that our top priority right now, and as African or Black women, whatever you want to call yourself, our highest priority or top priority is not gender inequality, right? We're dealing with racial issues. We're dealing with racial issues. We're dealing with class issues. We're dealing with cultural issues. We're dealing with economic issues. Our highest priority is not gender inequality. So did you want to add to that, Sister Naya?
Yes, and then we need, yeah, hold on for a second. I'm sorry, I'm getting a call. And then we need centers, crisis centers set up where women are running these centers and women are involved in doing research and educating the community, going to schools, talking about racism, talking about violence, talk about, you know, all these hate groups in the community. Let everybody know that they're there. Expose them.
Absolutely.
You know, expose them and let the community know that they are present. Because I know when I grew up in LA, I knew I was always on guard. You know, I knew that I was in danger. And although that didn't prevent me from doing what I had to do, I was always aware.
Absolutely.
And so this whole illusion of inclusion and that we're safe, that everything is fine. No, it's not true. There's nothing has changed. We're still at danger. So we have to, as women, it's just like a call for women. What I want to say, a call for women to get involved in Africana womanism, get involved in your community, start educating Black women and Black families in schools about racism and how it looks today in 2018.
Absolutely.
You know, so we can be able to educate these babies so they can be able to protect themselves. Like Dr. Maya said, we got to get these kids in self-defense.
Yes.
You got to be aware when you on these trains.
Absolutely.
You got to be aware when you on public transportation systems.
Absolutely.
Because there are actually people out there who are targeting people because they are Black. It has nothing to do with the fact that they were women. It was because they were Black.
And
we need to know that.
And since I just want to add, I love what you said about, you know, that about awareness. We need to spread awareness. We need to eradicate the whole illusion of inclusion. We got to eradicate that, because that's why you have Black people on TV saying, "Oh, I couldn't imagine this happening to me," because you are under the illusion of inclusion. Right. Let me just say this. Black people, we don't have freedom in America. We're not free. OK, we're not free. I know a lot of folks believe that we are because of the Emancipation Proclamation and the amendments and the Civil Rights Movement and all of that. So you think that you're free. No, white people are free in America. We have the illusion of freedom. White people have freedom. Black people have the illusion of freedom. Okay, and I'm tired, Sister Naya. I'm so tired. And peace to the Sister Empress segment who just came through.
Yes.
But I'm sick and tired, family. And then I'm gonna pass the mic to my Sister Empress. But I'm sick and tired of seeing brothers and sisters on the news screaming they want justice. I want justice. Who are you getting justice from? The same people who are victimizing you? You begging for justice from the same people. Now let's listen to that. Think about this. You're begging for justice from the same people that are victimizing, the same people who are victimizing you, you are begging them for justice. All right. I'm tired of that. I'm also tired of seeing Black folks on television, right? Instead of picking up arms, you're on television crying for justice, right? Or saying that you forgive the enemy. Let's think about this, Sister Naya. All right, pleading for justice, or you're saying you forgive the enemy. Or if you're not doing that, then you're signing the non-debargement agreements and taking payoffs from the people who killed your loved one. $1 million, 500,000, $2 million. And then they make you sign a non-disbargement agreement. And now you can't speak on what happened to your loved one. You're taking payoffs. Look at Trayvon Martin's family. Prime example. You don't hear them. The only thing that they go around and talk about, they may go to little rallies and show support and stuff like that, but they're not banging like they were when Trayvon Martin was first murdered. You want to know why? They took the payoff. So instead of picking up arms, we're taking payoffs. Instead of picking up arms, we're pleading for justice. Instead of picking up arms, we're leading peaceful protests. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And I agree wholeheartedly with Professor James Small. And I love that, Elder. He said publicly on Sidnetta TV, he said, if you come for mine, he said, I'm going to bury, he said, you won't see me on TV pleading for justice, telling the people that I forgive the enemy. He said, peacefully protesting. He said, I'm going to bury my loved one in peace. He said, and then I'm going to get my gun. And he said, I'm going to come kill you, your family, and your children. And that's what our elder said on public television. And everybody needs to adopt that same mentality. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm done, y'all. I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm done. Go ahead, Empress. Close us out, Empress.
Close us out, sis.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me tell y'all something. First off, peace, my sister, Dr. Ma'at. Peace, my sister Naya. I'm so glad that I was able to catch you sisters. I was busy this morning. I missed your call, sis. I was busy this morning. You know, I be in the field in the morning, so I don't have my phone. I be in the dirt, so I didn't have my phone.
Oh, I know.
And,
I know when you don't answer, I never take it personal. I say the sister's working. You're always working, and that's what I love about you, my sister.
Yes. And when I got out of that dirt, because I had to well, whatever. Let me get to the topic at hand. And I love you sisters so very much, but I sometimes you sisters is a little too soft.
Right.
I had to turn up a little bit today.
We leave that for you, General. We leave it for you.
I love y'all sisters so much, and y'all got so much love for Black people, and so do I. But let me say something. I don't mind gunshotting these niggas out here. What's really going on? What is really going on? Are we going to continue to allow every other race to just lay hands on our women, just annihilate our women, just do whatever they want to do to the men and women, and our men do absolutely nothing? Absolutely nothing. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. See, this is something that no other race goes through. This is something that no other race goes through. No other race is out here asking anyone, and listen to the words that I'm using, asking anyone for justice. How long are we going to keep singing, "We shall overcome"? It's been 60 years. Enough is enough. There is no justice for Black people. There is only just us. And if we don't decide to begin to protect one another, then we will be annihilated. They will continue to kill and do whatever they want to do to us. We should feel shame We should feel shame. We should feel shame that our people have no one that respects us. We should feel shame that we're on the line, we're on the airways talking about who came first, the tomb or the Bible. And we out here getting killed in the street, executed. We should feel shame that no one is standing up for us, not even ourselves. But let somebody cut you off in traffic. Let somebody step on your shoe at a club. Let somebody make a bad comment on your Instagram page. Then we ready to react then, right? We ready to get it in then, get the strap. We got all these sayings, get the strap. Who won't smoke? Don't, but why y'all won't get these crackers no smoke? Why y'all won't get these crackers no smoke? I'm tired of crying and shedding tears over black sisters and brothers dead in the ground, and y'all won't do nothing. And I'm not talking about going out and hurting nobody. I'm not talking about going out and hurting nobody, because y'all already know I get locked up when I start talking like that. Okay? When I was talking like that, would nobody even have my back? When I was the first black identity extremist ever in history. When they had to make something behind the shit that I said. So y'all know I don't want to go there. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. We're not going to do anything. Anything. We're not going to we're not even going to protect our women. We're not even going to say, come on, sis, let's do something different so we don't have to have you in the street. Let's do something different. We're not going to make our own black bus system so our sisters and our brothers don't have to get on public transportation with these heathens and these devils. We're not gonna do a carpool, make our own black Uber service, get our own black restaurants, get our own black coffee shops. We're not gonna separate from among these heathens and these devils that's killing us. We're gonna keep on and keep on. We're the ones pushing ourselves on them. We're pushing ourselves on them. We're making them deal with us. We're the one doing it. They're not coming in our communities buying shit. They're not coming in our communities to buy nothing. We're running to them to buy their shit. Because we can't get enough black people to come together and handle our own business so we can separate from among these devils that are killing us in the street.
And since you used the perfect word, devils. And I remember, back in the day when the Nation of Islam, Elijah Muhammad, and I don't know if they still do today. I haven't heard them, say all white people were devils. But I remember back in the day, Elijah Muhammad called all of them devils. And then remember, sis, you had black folks who said, oh, no. Well, I know a white person. It's always when we call white people devils. I know a white person that's a good white person. I know one white person, or, I have a white friend, or I remember when a white person did whatever good for me. When we call them devils, we're talking about the collective. Okay. We're not talking about your one white person or the one white person that may have done something nice for you. We're talking about the collective and describing the personality of those group of people. And Dr. Kobe Cat Barnes' work, he calls it the racial personality of a people. And the racial personality of Europeans is devilish. So that's why our sister refers to them as devils. And then you might say, well, no, Dr. Maya, all of them not devils. They're not devils. Well, let me let you, and I want to close out, sis, with this clip right here of our ancestors.
Let me quickly make a comment about that. Mm-hmm. Let me say something. If I've got I'm a farmer, so I always go back to the farm and the earth and things of that nature because it's what I do. You know what I'm saying? It's my profession. So if I got a barrel of apples, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody love apples, and I got a barrel of apples, and at the top of that apple is 10 rotten ones, right? And I let those 10 rotten apples stay in that barrel. Everything that attracts to something rotten is going to come. So even if at the bottom of the barrel is some great apples, I still now have to get through the maggots and the flies and whatever else that is attracted by the bad apples. So right now, Black people, we don't have time to pick through the bad ones to get to no good one.
That's right.
We don't have that type of time.
That's right.
That's the reason why we're going through it now. Because we keep giving passes to the flies and the maggots to get past the rotten ones to try to find a good one. I don't have that type of time to try to find no good devil. And I ain't have to die to meet no devil.
That's right.
Right now. So all I'm saying is we need to decide to start controlling our own communities, start protecting our own people so we can stop singing this song and dance. It's time for us to stop shucking and jiving and playing the spoons for our mortal enemy while they're still killing us. No one else is doing this. And pardon me for being this upset, Dr. Ma'at, but you know
no.
how I...
Oh, no. I was upset earlier.
Well, our kids know how to do the nay-nay. Our kids know how to do the dab, but our kids don't know how to, no kind of weaponry, no kind of self-defense. Our kids don't know no kind of discipline. We don't want to do none of that. We don't want to invest in our children. We'll invest in our shoes. We'll invest in our hair weave. We'll invest in our Jordans. We'll invest in our nails, but we won't invest in our children with no order and discipline. This is ridiculous. It's time for us to come together. Enough is enough. How many more times we going to keep having this conversation about one of us dead in the street by the hands of these devils and we do absolutely nothing to protect ourselves? Let me tell you something. I want to be around people that's going to protect me, is going to protect mine. If my sister make a call out, can't nothing happen to Dr. Ma'at.
Oh,
Can't nothing happen to Sister Naya. Can't nothing happen to Sister Naya. I got survival kits in here waiting on a nigga. I wish a nigga would. I got over 30 gallons of water in my car. Is y'all stupid? Y'all out here playing games. Don't be dumb out here. Y'all need to get ready. Y'all need to surround yourself by people that's ready to support you, protect you, and we need to separate from among them. Everything they got, we can have.
That's
Stop running to your enemy to spend your money and let them kill you.
Oh, sis, on that note, I was going to play something, but I'm closing out because that was, look, I don't even need to play what I was going to play because your analogy was perfect, Empress, in that we don't have time, as Sister Empress Sekhmet said, to look and say, oh, that's a nice white person. All of them are devils. And that's what you need to be telling your babies. Don't trust them. As soon as they spotted a white person on that BART, Sister Empress, they should have been on alert. You hear what I'm saying? That's the type of mentality that we need to have right now at war. That all of them are devils. That you can't trust none of them when they come around. That's the mentality that we need to have. And I know your little heart is saying, oh, Dr. Ma'at, that is so mean. That is so mean. How could she say that? Because when we give them a pass, this is the type of stuff that happens when we give them a pass, when we're not on point. This is the type of stuff that happens. Our babies, they need to be in self-defense classes. Our babies need to be carrying something, I don't know, mace, knife, whatever, to protect themselves. They need to understand how to disarm people with knives and disarm people. Our babies need to learn. I agree wholeheartedly with Sister Sekhmet that they know how to do the nay-nay and all kinds of stuff, the qualm and all of this crap, but can't fight. Don't know how to fight. Can't. My grandmother would say they can't beat themselves out of a wet paper bag, but they know how to dance. They know how to dress well, right? They can tell you about the latest celebrity gossip, the new song on the radio, but can't defend themselves. With that said, family, we're not going to go on and on. I know I said I was going to hold you for 20 minutes, and I held you for about 40. If you did not catch the beginning of this discourse, please go back and check it out. I want to thank Sister Naya. I want to thank Empress, the General, Segment, for coming on and just speaking to the community about what's going on. Y'all, we got to get active. And please support the militaries that are in, or the black militias, the militaries that are in your community. So shout out to the Fruit of Islam. Shout out to 300 Gangsters. Shout out to ISUBK, right? Shout out to these different, shout out to Guerrilla Mainframe. We need to be supporting the brothers and sisters who are out here.
That's right.
Who established organizations or created organizations to defend Black people. Support these organizations. Support the Huey P. Newton Gun Club and all other Black-owned gun clubs. Support these entities. So with that said, family, we love you. I don't even want to say peace and power, sis, because I don't feel so peaceful. I'm just going to close out and hit the stop broadcast button. Any last words, Empress, Sister Naya?
No, sis, thank you.
All right.
Get your ass up.
Black power.